M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Kyler Murray and the New England Patriots.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And he opts to not bring this. Drive will start at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Room here to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school at one of my offensive line. Teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
He's taken down.
Good run there.
3-yard line. A gain of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. Well, I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Up for Murray. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the gun, Murray going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters at batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Patriots nothing.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Murray off play action. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
For the extra point.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, and then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where's probably...
Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Patriots to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
To throw on third down, Murray. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved both they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson will throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. By the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
New England trying to get a place on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Murray. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw left side taken in by Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Flush to his right. This is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Gardner Minshew throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys lead it at the break as we send you back up to Baltimore and Brandon Godden. Brandon.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big play there for New England. 44 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Oh, they'll let Andrews try to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
conversion.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back at 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a throw here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The catch made by Miller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Murray now on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
1st down, Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Jackson on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly, and oftentimes on the move, when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
Well, they definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dean Lowry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. We can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For J.K. Dobbins, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
To throw again. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Down at the 20-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of 7. And the Patriot first down.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for New England, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.